Who else can give some assessment for Grace Ann?
I agree with you. I think you did really well. You had like 3 clear points. And I like how you tried to make sure to give supporting points for each one as well. Maybe just as an improvement, maybe kind of let it flow more so that it's more of like an essay instead of like a debate. I think is kind of like what the format sounded like, was just like reading how we usually do debate. So maybe, yeah, just having like your 3 points and then having the antithesis like later on, like the opposite side. Because I like how you had, you had points as well for like the other side. So maybe just like mentioning that like later on. But good, especially since it's just impromptu. So
For
I
sure.
just chose the same topic.
Oh, awesome.
That's great.
I figured some of y'all would have the same one. That's great. Yeah. Okay. Next up, feedback. Vivi, you want to give Grace Ann some feedback?
Yeah, you did really good. I like how you had your 3 main proofs, your guiding faces, and a conclusion. And you did really good for your sources. You made a good presentation. And yeah.
Point of improvement?
Can't really think of anything.
Okay. Oh, perfect. All right. We've got a good order established.
Okay. All right. So, gotta focus. Okay. Music can name the unnameable and communicate the unknowable, says Leonard Bernstein. Music has been around for several years and has grown so much. Like we learned in How Should We Then Live, and Francis Schaeffer has expressed that music has started off with just sounds and instruments, how we hear all the classical composers make music out of piano or cello. That's how music has started. And I believe that music is a universal language that can reach many people from far away to someone who's super close to you. It can really speak to people's hearts and their experiences. So I believe that music of today benefits society because it allows people to express their emotions, it impacts people's lives, and in terms of religion or Christianity specifically, it is an act of worship. First reason why the music of today benefits society is that it allows people to express their emotions. Just like in art, how we see painters express how they're feeling through the way they paint their artworks, is the same way that people are able to put their feelings on paper, and sometimes it's easier to write out what we're feeling instead of sometimes telling people, which can be hard for some people. And it's and compared to what music was before, just sound or with just random noises or just instruments in general, now people have learned of ways to bring music more to life by adding lyrics and adding certain topics to their songs. And in the way that you can write your emotions on paper and share that with other people, it also helps in a way, I believe, mentally, being able to just let those feelings out when it's too hard to tell other people. Second reason why music of today benefits society is that it impacts other people's lives. The people who are listening to the music, they're able to really feel different emotions. They're able to relate to the lyrics and what the artist is trying to represent through their songs. They're able to really see different perspectives, different sides of maybe certain topics. And it makes people feel good. It makes people feel many emotions actually. It can make you feel sad or make you feel happy. Music has a tendency also to make you feel inspired by the creativity behind making the songs. And that's really a beautiful thing. It's another form of art. And the third reason why music of today benefits society is that it is also an act of worship. Music can really can really music can really express God's goodness and what he's done in people's lives. It's a way to also communicate to God. It's it's another type of experience to be able to worship with other people, singing these praises to God. And it's a way to also kind of thank God for um, even the talents that he provides, the talents that he gives people. It's a way to bring all that glory back to him as well. And some people may believe the opposite, that music of today harms society because it is clear that many songs can be about drugs or sex or have curse words in them. But truly, if people use music in the right way, if they have the right intentions and the right reasons behind making their music, it can really impact and influence people who they don't even know, people across the world who may be going through similar situations as them. It can really encourage others to speak up and reach out about how they're feeling, and those those pros over those pros really outweigh the cons when it comes to the music. And so, in conclusion, music has definitely made an impact over the years, starting from just instruments and what early composers have made, like what we listen to, Mozart and Bach, and all of them. Their music speaks to people in the way that there's no need for words, but at the same time, music of today, being able to clearly state how people are feeling and maybe even interpret our own versions of what the artist may be trying to portray, is just as influential, if not even more. I think that's it. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Good job. Awesome. Very good. Yeah. So just saying thank you is always a good way
Thank
to
you.
let everybody know
Yeah,
that you're done. Awesome. That is great. Okay. Go ahead and tell us one positive thing that you think how your presentation went and one improvement.
I think I did okay on trying to at least come up with more information on the spot. Like, have I made the points, but then I still have to try and come up with more. But yeah, I think I did okay on that. And then to improve, I need to stop saying and I need to work on just making it flow better. I guess just making like my points clearer or what I'm trying to say. Yeah. That's all.
All right. Awesome. Okay, Grace Ann, you want to do some assessment for Kiana?
Sure, I will be glad to. So I think you did really well on having good background information, and you had good points, and you were clear about which side which side you took, and just were very confident and knew what you were talking about.
Point of improvement.
Your point of improvement.
Okay, what's going on?
Just maybe have maybe just a little bit more of like clarity on which point, or just like, yeah, it was good.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Very good. Good feedback. Okay, Vivi, you want to give some feedback for Kiana?
I thought you did really well with how you used your background information, and you had a good introduction and good main points and a good conclusion. I like how you kind of used it, kind of compared it to everyday life, kind of, with like the drugs and the whole thing. And it was really engaging. I like how you made it like very engaging and memorable. So, yeah.
Any point of improvement?
Not for me, but Jesus.
Okay, that's always the hard one, I know, but okay. All right, Landon, what do you think?
I think you did a really good job speaking with confidence and sounding like you knew what you were talking about, which I mean you did. And then making your 3 points with like not just making them, but having like enough evidence to back all 3 of them and talk about them for, I mean, I don't know, just like an extended period of time, and just saying, this is why I believe this, okay, next point, and then this is why I believe this, okay, next point. You're able to like elaborate more on it, which I think is really important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you just had like a lot of evidence and background information, which really was good.
Thank you.
Awesome. Any point of improvement for her?
I don't know really. I can't really think of anything.
Okay. How about you, Lily? Feedback for Kiana?
Yes. I liked that every one of your points was different, and that your whole entire speech is all very detailed. You made a lot of really good points, and I like that you incorporated like worship and everything into it. And overall, I thought it was really good. Points of improvement. I can't really think of anything.
The ums.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
That's
everyone is
awesome.
not saying though. It's a common thing that everyone struggles with.
It is, but it's still something we can all work on, and so that was good. And then for me, I wanted to mention that a very positive point was that you had a great exordium. You had a quote in there that grabbed our attention and started it off really well. And then for a point of improvement, really, I think You did a great job, but just a couple ums. You were trying, so you really only had a few spots where you inserted
Yeah, I was trying to stop myself, and I was like,
You mostly did. There was only maybe, I think, counted 3 or 4 at the most. So you did a really good job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think that Lily said she'd be next.